Josie, thank you for the compliment of following the page. I appreciate it, and I appreciate your comment. And I understand that you still believe in Jesus. But it's two things I want to state about your comments, and hopefully you take them with all due respect. The reason that you say you still follow Jesus, because why would 500 people put their lives in danger if they did not see Jesus die and rise? Well, according to that example or that claim of 500 people seeing Jesus, this is something that Paul wrote. Paul did not write this because he spoke to any of the 500 people. Paul wrote this because Paul was told this by somebody else who claimed that 500 people seen Jesus die and resurrect. Now, that's a game of telephone. That is hearsay. That is not acceptable in court. That is not acceptable in archaeology. That is not acceptable in debating. That is not acceptable in any form of proof to which we may identify as solid facts. But it is just what people are saying that other people said, and we don't really know how long the game of telephone goes on this one. This could all just be a literary tool in order to validate something by saying that these 500 people saw it. But in truth, Paul did not witness it. Paul did not talk to any of the so-called witnesses. So that is not something I would hang my hat on. And as far as beliefs, if you go and you research deeper into other religions and other societies, you will find that there are people in the Roman Empire, when it converted over to strictly Christianity, there were people who died. Tens of thousands of people who died because they did not want to accept Christianity. So based on that logic, then those people who was worshiping Dionysus and died for their belief, then Dionysus is accurate. Those people who were still worshiping Jupiter, still worshiping Apollo, and died because they held on to their beliefs, that would make it valid. So think about it logically, Josie. When the Roman emperor converted over to Christianity in 381, Theodosius converted the entire Roman Empire, I should say, into Christianity. Do you think it was smooth sailing? That these people who had been living under a government where they were freely allowed to have their religious freedom, and then all of a sudden here comes Theodosius making those changes, that those people just said, okay, I'll convert? Or were there literally not thousands and tens of thousands of people who did not convert over? As a matter of fact, there were thousands and 10,000s of Gnostic Christians who would not convert over and died. There were Jews who would not convert over and died. There were people in Egypt who would not convert over and still worship Ra and Isis and Osiris, and they died. When Ethiopia converted over to Christianity in 330 in the Axiom Empire, even to this day, there are Ethiopians who maintained their ancestral religion, and they tell the story of how their ancestors died at the hands of King Azana for not converting over to Christianity. Does that validate those religions? Surely it does not. It only validates it when it's your religion. So I want you to think about that. But more importantly, you're Haitian, and you were a Jehovah's Witness. And I understand why you walked away from Jehovah's Witness. I get it. I understand completely. People can mess up everything. But I want you to think about the history. And you know I'm a history guy. I want you to think about the history of Haiti. 1804, Haiti goes back to their Orishas and become an independent nation. An independent nation to which you are from. And they were able to get their independence, maintain their independence, and walk away from Christianity is what gave them the strength to do it. The intolerance of slavery that was going on, the brutal conditions, and they went back to their Orishas. And they won against odds to which they should have lost. Unfortunately, Haiti was reconquered. Not politically reconquered, but mentally and emotionally reconquered. So let me rephrase that. They were politically reconquered through emotions and connections of Christianity by the Catholic Church and other Protestant churches. You probably know this as well better than I do. I don't know if you grew up in Haiti or how long you were there. But from the Haitian people that I've talked to over the years, and I have talked to literally hundreds of Haitians, the church came in. Hey, if you want medicine, you want to go to our hospitals, convert to Catholicism. You want to go to our schools and get education so that you can increase your finances in this country, because we know they made sure that they impoverished the hell out of Haiti, had blockades on Haiti, made Haiti pay the French and Quebec. How do you win a revolution and then you got to pay those who you revolted against? Where else has that ever happened? Only in Haiti. Only in Haiti. But they impoverished Haiti. And in that impoverished state, they told you that if you want to gain education so you can become a nurse or a doctor or engineer or even just get a decent job, well, you got to convert over to Catholicism. You have to convert over to Jehovah's Witness. You got to convert over to Protestantism. So by forcing people to be able to get medicine and to feed themselves, you got to convert to our religion. They reconquered Haiti. It was political and it was terrible, evil humanity that would allow that. I'm not trying to convince you. I just want you to think about it. And that's all I ever ask people to do, is think about why you're doing something. And if you justify it in your own self and say that this is why I'm doing it, and it doesn't matter about the history and all these other things, then that's fine. But if I'm only doing something because it was beaten into me, it was beaten into my ancestors, I'm only doing something because it was, as the Catholic and Protestant churches did in Haiti, it was through survival. Should I really be doing it? And the biggest one for me, do I stay with this religion and believe in this religion because of fear? Fear of hell. Fear of being ostracized from family and friends. But mainly fear of hell. And if fear of hell is a reason why I stay in a religion, why stay in it? Because the same testimonies that you may have about, oh, I didn't have this accident, I was healed of this, I got over this disease, I got this financial windfall, whatever these so-called miracles, things that people want to claim, and it's only a miracle because they don't know the causation. Sometimes you know the causation, but you still say it's a miracle. But every religion has those. Every person who worships Indus, they have oh, I know that I was healed because Krishna. I know that my wife was able to come to America and got a visa when she shouldn't have got a visa because of Krishna. I know that, I was able to get this job because of Allah. I was able to get my degree because of my peace in Buddha. Everybody got it. That's not. If everybody got the same thing, the same testimony, how valid is it towards a God, towards a deity? It actually, to me, becomes invalid. And then I look for the source, the true source. And the true source is cause and effect. The true source is your mentality. If I mentally decide that I'm going to have something in my life and then I start enacting the causations that will get me to that result, and I increase my vibration along that pole, and I receive it, it's thanks to no God. It's thanks to me. But I appreciate you being here. I'm glad that you're here. You are a person who is a Christian, but you're always respectful, and I appreciate that. And you have a great day. And remember always, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.